Keep having just this every time. How are we doing, everyone? I am the Damn Cat, and I welcome you to my humble little stream. It is round 7. Why is... That's right. I know what happened. Okay. Anyway, it's round 7 of GTRC Super GT Challenge. We're just waiting on qualifying to start at this point. But as Petra likes to call it, the pre-race jargon went over a good bit. Yeah, man, we're gonna give it our best, Jack. We're gonna give it our best. This is not a track I'm looking forward to. But we're gonna give it our best all the same. Alright, there we go. Quality is now finally underway. I actually didn't catch how many laps we're doing. So there are 2 or 3 flying laps. I think it's just 3. I definitely want to be in the very back just because of the nature of this track. So this is Dragon Trail Seaside. It is one of the most annoying tracks in the game, I think. In this car, we're definitely going to want to avoid curbs. You know, ideally, I want to cut over that curb as much as possible. That in this car, that runs a very big hazard of going airborne. Got a funny little clip I might upload later regarding that. Anyway, what makes this track so painful is this death game coming up on here. Our goal for this race is just don't be last and try to stay out of the chicane, basically out of the wall here. It should, in theory, be possible to take this corner flat out, but well, the chicane out flat out, but being able to do it reliably, the risk isn't going to be worth the squeeze. I don't think so. We'll just be doing confidence steps and maybe a light dab of the brake just to get a little bit more tweak torque through there, basically. Ah. Kind of went a little too deep there. Yeah, we'll be flirting with with decaying. You're always flirting with a disaster at that corner. Those bed of corners. I felt we were gonna kind of want to kick out there. See if we can improve on that. 132.8. Not great, but it's not bad for us. Either we went way too deep there. Yeah, we had a little bobble, basically the first little hard braking zone, and they'll just slap off. And again, the rear will kind of want to kick out a little bit there. But that goes to slap. Oh, okay, it's a struggle bus. That first sector. Thankfully, we were gusted. Yeah, like I said, there was a slap. I hope that doesn't happen too often in the race. Oop, that didn't go according to plan. Yeah, we're going to want to be on those hards to start off with. Yeah, it keeps going thick because I tend to do time trials in the cockpit view. I might get back to streaming those after a while. That was a delayed reaction. Tres minutos. And now we wait for about 3 minutes or so. This is going to be a long race. Long hour. I just know it. It's going to be starting kind of close to the back. Not surprising, I'm not good at this track. We'll give it our best though, for sure. So, thank you. Second Mike. Got the fastest lap at a 1:31.4. Jeez. And I think we did what, 1:32.8. Second and a half, almost off his time. But that's just one lap. Matters is being assistant, keeping out of damage, keeping out of trouble. And this track definitely much easier said than done. Are we ready? No. All right. Let's see if we remember to actually take our starting position screenshot this time. There we go, 8 seconds, here we go. We have it. Turn 1, 2, 3 is going to be a pain to deal with early on. That's one reason why we didn't even bother trying to get a good lunch. Not sure if that's going to be a red flag or not. Yeah, this race is chaos, man. Just because of the nature of this track. Now I want to finish rotating there. Kept it on the wall. Yeah, that corner's gonna give us. I knew it was gonna give us grief at some point. Because we don't want to be doing that. Which too deep on the curve basically is what happened there. You're gonna just said nope. See, about the time these tires actually start to kind of grip, we're gonna be wanting to get off of them. Don't want to do that. Get myself up afraid if I keep going so deep on these curves. Got a yellow. I think that was the best. That was actually a fairly decent lap. Too deep. We're starting this one off not very well. Be careful. Ah, hit the wall there. Don't want to do that. We're hitting a bar, which is a good sign. Now we just need to actually reel them back in. Oh no, someone spun here. Doug! As was said by Petro before the race, this is basically a race of attrition. It's whoever makes the fewest mistakes in the end is probably going to come out in front. We've made a couple already. Just gotta hope that we can keep it clean from here on and steal some positions just by keeping it out of the wall. Being a little cautious through the depth of chain just to try to avoid hitting it. That was my best lap so far. Wow. You have to be careful through there because Brian will go around there if you're not careful. As we demonstrated early on. That 1 minute 40 laps where we went around there. Getting a bunch of oversteer in that final corner. It's not helping us out at all. expecting to see purple there. There we go, that's more like what I was expecting. That's a little bit of time in that last sector, not much. Rays are slowly closing in on us. Nope. Oh, where did this go? That's no good. Probably another 2 laps and we'll pat. Or ran up on that wall there. That'll help us close in on them. Shit. That's not going to help our cause any. I think the damage is on light. Hope so. Well, we kept it going the right direction. I'll call that a win. Actually, if we can go halfway on the hards, I think we'll be alright. We're gonna kick it about like that. It's gonna be hard to go halfway, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Oh no, power! did that again. How long? Because that's all we're doing. I guess we'll be alright there. So I'm trying to think what lap point is going to be halfway. Looks like halfway is going to be around 20 laps. So that means we're probably going to be doing around 40 laps total. So yeah, I guess if we can get to lap 15 or 20 we'll be alright. So Razor got a better run there than we did. So our goal really is just to keep out of the wall and keep going the right direction. Ultimately that is our goal, and we will end up where we end up. So this is a track where really our goal is more performance oriented than worrying about where we finish, just because of the nature of this race. It's more important to focus on our performance than our position. We will end up wherever we end up as long as we are clean and tidy and out of the wall for the most part. And we keep spins and all that kind of stuff to a minimum. I think we'll be alright. For this race, it's more important to focus on that than to worry about what position we're in. Especially since this is a track that I struggle with mightily. So for this race, our focus is more oriented on consistency and keeping it out of the wall, just keeping it out of trouble, basically. So about 7 more laps and we'll be halfway. Might consider pitting then. That curve can be disastrous. We were given a lot of time because of that short stretch. So this is a race where we really need to focus more on being consistent than any kind of pace. Well, yes, a faster pace would be nice. It's more important just to be consistent and clean as possible anyway. And we're not doing a great job of it, but we'll do better if that's what we focus on rather than trying to focus on just pace. See, bar is slowly closing in on us. I think it's more because of just the flood we had up here last lap. See, everything's, oh, this is 3 cars here side by side. We don't want to be seeing that. Good, nicely that time. Yeah, I gotta check something now. Alright, that's good to know. That's one thing I wasn't considering was fuel. Talking about our pit strategy earlier. I wasn't taking fuel consumption into consideration. If it's easy to start battling, it'll actually let me close up on them. Not that that's a good thing, actually. We actually kind of do want to be kind of back in case they make a mistake through here, especially. Yeah. Like that. That was a hard smack into the barrier there. So I think we're just going to a round of fuel. Ooh, the rear wanted. The rear was like just squeaking. Not a consistent squeal, like grip lose, grip lose, grip lose, grip lose type squeal. It was on the very edge of its grip there. There's a hint of a yellow flag there. It wanted it. Oh, the fact that we held on, that's good. We're playing with fire doing that too. Alright. So yeah, we've got enough fuel to make it halfway. Barely. starting to struggle with that part of the chicane now. Well, we don't have the fuel to go halfway. Really? No, we do. We do. Barely. I was right. We barely have the fuel to go halfway. I get the kind of rotation we wanted there. We're gonna wind the kick around there. Super pitting. Now if we do a second stop, that's just going to depend on tire wear. So we're going to take the fuel, we need to go all the way. It's just a question of can the tires hold off long enough. If we do a one stop, the mediums will be damn near dead by the end of the final lap. I don't know if we're going to want to do that. Yeah, we are cutting it very close. We ran out. We ran out pulling it. Oh, okay. So we're going to want 20 laps of fuel. Basically a full tank. Because I do want to play with the idea of a one stop. Because whether we pit again is just going to depend on strictly on tire wear. So a full tank got us halfway, so a full tank should get us the other halfway. I just don't know if the tires are going to last long enough. So we pulled out basically right behind Razor where we were. So on fuel right now we are good. The question now is just tires. Can the mediums last the rest of the race? I have doubts, but we're going to give it a shot. If we can make it work, we should be able to gain positions amongst people who are going to struggle with their tires. We almost turned too hard into that final part. I think Doug ran out of fuel. Yep, Doug pulled our son, he ran out of fuel pulling in. Alright, so we're now where we were at the start of our pit sequence. Three cars battling up here. Simon, Ishmael, and Razor. We're just going to lurk behind this battle, like we always do. Razor smacked the wall. Feels like that's gonna be our biggest tire killer right there. That's really mainly where we're squealing the tires. And we're losing ground to Air Razor. There. Which means we're taking a little too slow. Exactly what we didn't want to happen just happened. Damn it! At least it took us out of here, Razor's way, so that's good. Now we're gonna close it back in on him. Damn it! We're just too tight, basically. So we're like, so without chicane, we're playing with fire every time. All right. That's a mistake. Well, just gotta put it behind us. Keep going. 7 seconds to make up to Razor. So apparently I don't even need to go to 4th for that. Okay, that's interesting. At least not while we're on fresh mediums anyway. That's the mediums where we probably will. So right now we don't need to go into the mediums. Put in the 4th. Just we hit the curb wrong there. Basically put us in the air, so we kind of went plap right into the wall. That's not going to help our fuel economy any, so we need to settle it back in. I don't know why I break there. That was a risky move because that curve could send us around if we're not careful on it. So it's Type R we're catching up to now. So in theory, the death chicane can be taken flat out. Just in practice, it really can't. At least we can't. Bars closed up on us a bit. Little love tap of the wall there that time. But you can see Simon. You can see him. Let's catch up to him. Screw that up. Screw that all kind of wrong. Kept it the right way though, that's what matters. 17 minutes to go. We held onto it somehow. I don't know how, but we held onto it. Go defensive. We're not going to go side by side over here. We're not going to do it. Fuck. Because of that. Alright, we're going to try this again. Now we've got to catch up to Type R again. And we've got to hopefully keep R behind us. Last thing we're going to want is to turn into a three-way battle, which is what we need around Type R. Preferably before Bar catches up. We're going to want Type R between us and Bar. little bit of jittering that he's doing there. And it's kind of hard for us to know where he was. Okay, close that phone again. Okay, 10 minutes. Ideally, we need to get around Type R. Shit, too deep. So that's one position gain. We now see if this somehow just put some distance between us now. I think why I get the rotation we wanted there. No! So we lost 2 positions because of that. Come on, damage, hurry up and go away. Now we need to catch up to Bar and Simon somehow. Got 7 minutes to do it. And it's Doug behind us. That was a very costly mistake, especially since it came near the end. Took that horribly. kind of sliding there we don't need to be doing. To a potty? I'll see what's going on here in a minute or 12. In 4 minutes, we've got to somehow keep our being dug off of us. That is so sketchy right now. We're struggling. We're now this last sector basically. Doug wants to tap the wall. Gives us some breathing room. Turn down mute. Just 2 more laps. Yeah, it'll be 2 more laps. Closing in on bar, which is good. So right now we are where we started, which is perfectly fine for this track. Doing that is not ideal. I think that's exactly what Doug did last lap. So there's bar and tie bar. They're close together, which is good. Yeah, final lap. Now we just need to keep Doug behind us. And to do that, we just need to not make any mistakes. Doug got it better than we did. But I think we've done just enough. Again, we ran out of fuel at the line. Just enough fuel. Oh. Oh man. We ran out of fuel at the line. Oh. Oh. Didn't quite go according to plan, but the fact that we're not last, we will call that a win. GG's. Mike, you dog. Mike takes the win. I guess you guys won't take second. Razor should probably take third. Because Petro had to pit for fuel, I think. I think he was just a little bit short on fuel. But there he is, right behind Razor, just waiting on Supra. And that will be that. GG's everybody, GG's. This was fun. This was a good race. Given this track, this was a good race for us, given this track. Let's screenshot these results. We'll save that replay. Oh, alright. So, alright. Oh, that could have gone better. That could have gone worse as well. Gave it our best. We actually, compared to the previous times we ran this track, that was actually pretty clean for us. Oh. So, came in not really having a plan, just basically winged it, say, okay, we can go halfway on fuel and tires, it should be good. And it worked out. We basically finished where we started, so can't complain there. Ooh, alright, so tomorrow we are doing qualifying for Sector 7 Racing's Toyota GR Cup. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping we qualify for it. We do have to qualify in. And where qualifying is at a pair of track. Well, is that one track that I really struggle with. Another track I'm okay with if we were in a better car. I'm struggling with the car as well. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. That's tomorrow. Might stream our POV for that. Won't be a long stream, but it'll be something. I do apologize for missing Super Retro Thursday. On Thursday, I had to call my mom, check on her. She has some things going on. In fact, I'm about to give her another call just to check on her because she is in the hospital right now. Yeah, and hopefully Thursday we'll be able to pick up where we left off with that, and hopefully we get some more midweek stuff going. But I have the damn kid signing off. Have a wonderful red. So hopefully we might see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you then. Appreciate the likes, shares, the follows. It helps the page grow, the channel grow. It helps get us our message out. And as always, our message is that you matter. You are important. The light that you bring to this world makes it that much better, that much brighter. If you need help, reach out. And I know that is part of the hardest step, because the hardest part is always admitting to yourself that you need help, that you cannot do it alone. I'm the Demkit signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope to catch you next time. Until then.